Welcome to Copaan. You have just received a link from your real estate agent to log into Copaan, or you will receive it shortly. In this video of about 8 minutes, I want to show you what you can do with Copaan and help you with tips and tricks to find the perfect suitable home. If you click on the link you have received, you can choose your own password on your first visit. You then start, only once, by providing your personal information. You can add an optional photo here to personalize your Copaan profile. If you enter your address, Copaan automatically fills in your current house's neighborhood, square meters and year of construction. This provides your real estate agent with a good idea of your current living situation. Next, start by filling in your wishes step by step, starting with the minimum and maximum price of a home. Enter this exactly as your budget is. Please note that Copaan adds a small margin. If we find a perfectly fitting house up to 5% above the maximum price or 10% below the minimum price, we will still show it. You don't want to miss that, right? If you have a financial advisor already, you can fill it in here, so that the real estate agent can contact him or her quickly when necessary. Next step, location. Copaan shows the working area of your real estate agent. You can switch municipalities and places on and off. If you want to add a specific place just outside this working area, you can do so under Other municipalities and towns. At Huis, you can enter an extensive list of preferences. Keep in mind that you enter your wishes as extensively as possible. Later on in the process, you'll have the opportunity to indicate for every wish whether it is a must-have or just a nice-to-have. We ensure that Copaan will never exclude houses if they do not meet one or some of your wishes. Every house will have a match percentage and the pros and cons of how it matches your preferences. So, that's why we ask you to provide all your wishes. From type of house, to living area and number of rooms, the size of garden, year of construction and so on. It's a long list of options. Take your time to see this for yourself. And take your time to input all your preferences properly. We now continue to the next step, nearby facilities. Do you want to live within 500 meters of a bus stop? Maximum 1 kilometer from the supermarket? Or close to a school, daycare or train station? Enter the facilities that are important to you. And remember, we do not exclude houses if they are a bit further away from the supermarket. But we do note it as a downside. This is the aforementioned screen. Please specify the priority of all your preferences. From must-have to should-have and nice-to-have. All must-haves are strict requirements. If a home does not meet these requirements, the home will score a match below 50% and you will not see the home. This is not the case in the other two columns. If a house does not meet those requirements, you will see this house anyway, although with a lower score. You can drag the blocks here yourself. The more to the left and the higher a wish, the higher it counts when calculating the match for a home. As an example, we now drag the vrijstaande woning to should have. We are also dragging the square meters to should have. Should have is the best column for square meters. For example, to take into account the possibilities of remodeling or extending the house. This is also a good time for a few tips and tricks for Copaan. Don't put too much in the left column. For example, you can easily put the number of bedrooms in the second column, because this can often be solved with an extension or an extra wall. Make sure to include the asking price and location in the first column. We advise you under must-have only put the location, asking price and house type. The rest can be done in order of what is important to you in the other two columns. You will see that this will get you the best result. By the way, use a computer, laptop or possibly tablet for this screen. It is possible on your phone, but it's a bit of a hassle. Now that you have filled in all your preferences, Copaan calculates in which neighborhoods you have the best chances of finding your home. Next, you can like or dislike the neighborhoods where you want to live or do not want to live. Love, like or dislike the neighborhoods. But do pay attention. A dislike means you will never see a matching house in this neighborhood. You can even be more specific and love, like or dislike specific parts of a neighborhood by clicking on that neighborhood. For each neighborhood, or part of it, you can see statistics about the houses, inhabitants and facilities. If you already know the neighborhoods very well, indicate here exactly where you do and do not want to live. If you don't know the neighborhoods that well yet, you can do this later on in the search process. Okay, Now we get to where it is all about, the houses overview. In the overview you see the houses with the highest matches. With the pros and cons you can immediately see how the houses are matching your preferences, possibly supplemented with a comment from your real estate agent. At the top of View and Order you can choose exactly what you want to see, what you don't want to see and in what order. New first, then best old matches is the most useful, showing the good matches from the last 5 days first. The first time it is better to view the best matches first. Again, you can love, like or dislike every home with a heart, thumbs up or thumbs down. Click on a house for all the details. All pros and cons, photos, details and location on the maps are shown. Here you can see all schools and childcare on the map, supermarket and public transport stops. You can even check the timetable of the bus that stops in front of your new home. Found a good match? Then you can make a viewing request at Summary or at Contact. You can enter the dates when you are available and the request will go directly to your real estate agent. He or she will then plan a viewing, taking your stated availability into account as much as possible. Or do you have a question for your agent first? Then you can send him or her a message. At Comparable, you can take a look at which comparable homes are currently available. As soon as you have requested a viewing, 2 new options will appear here. First, a checklist. This has been constructed specially for this property and you can use it during or after viewing to exactly record your findings of the house. You can love, like, dislike or check each floor and every room, and you can add a comment or a photo directly from your mobile. You can also assess other details here, such as state of maintenance, destination, VVE or central heating boiler. On the other tab, Remarks Agent, your real estate agent has the option to point out a number of things that he or she pays extra attention to, such as the foundation, crawl space, fuse box and results of the hygrometer. Let's go back to the overview. Here you can see the houses that you have liked or viewed via My Houses. Last menu item, the settings. You should pay attention to a few things here. You can choose to receive a daily email with the best matches or to receive direct alerts. A combination may work best here. A daily email from houses with a 50% match score or higher and an immediate alert if a really good match has been found, for example at 80% or higher. You can set this up for yourself. The email will be sent to the email address you used to register with Copaan, but you can also enter 1 or more additional emails, for example for your partner. Do you want to compare neighborhoods of your new area with the neighborhoods of your current city? Select this city in this box. This may be helpful if you plan to move to a place where you don't know the neighborhoods very well yet. This is all about Copaan in, well, about 8 minutes. Let's get started right away, because that's the best way to get to know Copaan. In this way, you will find a home that suits you perfectly. Good luck!